নমস্কার দর্শক বন্ধু, রেসপন্সের আরেকটি ভিডিওতে আমাদের সবাইকে স্বাগত। মোহনবাগান এই মুহূর্তে টেবিলের টপে এবং তারা এর পরবর্তী ম্যাচ খেলবে উড়িষ্যা এফসির বিরুদ্ধে। তার আগে এই সাংবাদিক সম্মেলনে কোচ লোবেরা এসে তিনি কিন্তু বললেন, প্রতিপক্ষ যতই চেনা জানা হোক, লড়াই কিন্তু সহজ নয়, লড়াই কিন্তু এখনো কঠিন এবং আমাদের টার্গেট থাকবে শেষ দিন পর্যন্ত টেবিলের টপে নিজেদের জায়গা ধরে রাখা। অন্যদিকে আজকে সাংবাদিক সম্মেলনে এসেছিলেন টম অলরেড। তিনি বলছেন, ফার্স্ট ইলেভেনে অবশ্যই আমি এখন সুযোগ পাচ্ছি না, কিন্তু দলে যখনই আমার প্রয়োজন পড়ছে তখনই আমি এসে দলকে সাহায্য করছি, সেটা গোল করে হোক। অ্যাজ আ ডিফেন্ডার আমি চাইবো ডিফেন্স করে গোল যাতে হজম না করতে পারে দল, সেই দিকটাই লক্ষ্য করা। তারা দুজন আর কি কি বললেন আসুন শুনে নেওয়া যাক রেসপন্সের পর্দায়।
First of all, happy Holi. And answering your question, obviously when you are playing against your former team, always is a special because I live there very good moments. I had very good memories. And but my personal feelings is one thing, but we need to be professionals. And finally, we are going to play against a good team. They have very good, in my opinion, starting 11. I know very well the players because most of them in the first 11 I coached him in the last 2 years, and I know could be dangerous team if we are not ready. No. In terms of your question about Robson, we need to wait because we have 2 training sessions more. Let's see what happens between today and tomorrow, and let's see what is the situation for the next game. We need to be realistic, no, and we need to tell the truth, no. When you don't have foreign players with the highest level, you are losing more opportunities to fight for something important, no. But Amrita was my player, playing in my first 11. Carlos also, Xavier Gama also in my first 11. Toiva play a lot of games with under me. Huitea in my first 11. Isaac in my first 11. Rahul Kepe in my first 11. Maybe the only is true if you have in this team, for example, players, striker Rahim Ali is a very good player. But if you have foreign players in some key positions, you can improve them. But I think compared with another teams in the ISL this season, they have a very competitive first 11 because I think Carlos Delgado is a good leader, and I think they have a very good Indian players, could be very dangerous playing against us because they move very well between lines, and also they can approach the spaces in a good way. And we need to be careful. Obviously, if you are asking to me if they have more foreign players, will be more competitive team, most probably, yes. No, as always, I told you before, I am thinking the same. No? Finally, the most important thing is to put the focus in ourselves. We need to continue working. We need to continue improving because always we can improve. And we need to know the opponent and to take care about us more the times. But the most important thing for me is to work in our plans, approach the game to be loyal in our style of play, believing in ourselves, and believing for the small details. We need to take care about the opponent. But the most important thing about tactical and about our approach of the game is continuous improving and be loyal in our event. Obviously, when you have the amazing squad like that, it's not only about the rotations. No? We were speaking about the minimum rotations. I think we have a very good level of the players who are playing, the players who are on the bench, the players coming from the bench can decide one game and one result. And I need to manage this situation as a coach. No? But as always, what I am going to do is to try to choose the best first element to win the game. No, Robson, about the injuries, obviously the medical staff can explain to you better what is the situation. But I am very happy I can speak about tactically. Robson is giving to us a lot of things as a player, playing the position he's playing. But as I told you before, a lot of times the most important thing is the team. It's not about individualities. No? In terms of injuries, maybe the medical staff can answer to you better than me. No? I think hopefully he can be ready as soon as possible to help the team. Let's see what happens in the next two training sessions. But I don't think this situation. Also, we need to know he didn't play during 90 minutes during long time. No, and sometimes manage the load. It's important. No, this is was I made a substitution to try to prevent more serious injury. No, in the last game.
What is the actual injury?
I don't know. Maybe the
You are head of
medical.
head of the team. You don't know.
No, I don't know exactly because they did one scan yesterday. They have the results. Maybe the club need to provide to you because I understand your question. Absolutely. But maybe the medical staff can give you more details. I am not a doctor. I am not physiotherapist, and I don't want to make mistakes giving to you this answer because it's not my answer. Obviously, everyone knows the injury because we saw the injury on the pitch. But the timing, the diagnostic, the treatment, I am not a professional to give you this answer. Different, the approach is different. I had some players I know very well, but every season everything is different. No? Finally, the most important thing, as I told you before, we need to be ready, be loyal in ourselves, and to approach the game with in the most serious way possible. I am not thinking about the goal difference. I am thinking to get 3 points because finally, if you are getting 3 points, getting 3 points, getting 3 points, we don't need to think in the goal difference. No? But the most important thing is to win the game. Will be a difficult game, and obviously we are ambitious. We are attacking. We have attacking players, attacking mentality, and we can score goals. For sure, this is our mentality, no? But I think we need to respect the opponent, and I think it will be a big mistake if we are thinking to score. We are going to win for sure. And the next question is how many goals we can score. The first step is try to win the team, the opponent, and then if you can take advantage about to score goals, obviously we are ambitious. And we want to score the maximum goals is possible. We need to try to find solutions, and it's not good to try to find excuses. No? Finally, there are teams playing 5 o'clock, and we need to be ready to play in this time. If you ask me, if I prefer to play 7:30, yes, but this is a competition. We are ready for that, and we cannot try to find excuses, and we need to be ready to play this time. And what I need to do as a coach is to try to find solutions. We are happy to be there. It's so early, but we are happy. It's not easy to win 3 games in a row. But we are in a club with a winning mentality. We are in a Champions club, and this is it need to be to this win, no? Because finally, when you are in top clubs, like we can use some examples, Madrid or Barcelona. You are thinking to win every game, no? Every single game. And when you are losing one game, you need to take care, no? Especially this season, because finally it's a short season. The margin of mistakes is less. But I am very happy with the team, not only with the results. I think we are in the right way. We can improve, and we need to work on that. But our target is to keep this position till the end of the season, no? Because finally we need to be ambitious. But we need to put the focus step by step. No? Finally, the next step is audition MC.
Hi, first of all, happy Holi. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, with regards to the question, for me, I'm at a stage where I've not played the first 3 games, but it's, for me, every day I train properly, train hard. I'm 35 years of age, and I'm at a level in my career now where I know what I need to do to impact the team, whether that be on the pitch or off the pitch. I feel in the 3 games when I have come on, I've impacted the team in a positive way. And obviously for me, yes, I want to be playing just like every player it does in football. But at this club, we have such a strong squad. In my opinion, we could maybe field 2 teams. which is positive for us as a club because we have so many options. But yeah, for me, I just control what I can control, which is training well, being a leader around the group. And when I do come onto the field, I impact the team in a positive way. And yeah, that's where my mindset is right now. We, as the manager says, we have it's a shorter season, so less room for error. So we don't really have the time to be concerned ourselves with issues that don't allow us to win every game. And right now, that's where we are. We have 10 cup finals in a way to look forward to, and the next step is Odisha. So we're ready for this. Look, for me, I'm a defender, so I obviously want to impact the team in a defensive way, which is defending, keeping clean sheets, and building as we do as a team, including the defenders. But yeah, when you come on, obviously to score goals it's nice. I feel like as a team we're a threat from set pieces, so to add to that, it's important. Probably should have scored again the last game, so that was a bit frustrating. But yeah, no, for me, of course, if you was to ask me what I prefer to do, it's to start and to impact the team from the beginning. But as I said before, you can control what you can control, and when you're 35 and you've played 500 games in football, you understand what you need to do and when you need to do it. And right now, that's where my head's at. So this is a winning mentality club, and we don't have space or time for people who don't feel this way to impact the club or the team. I don't think much has changed in terms of mentality. For me, even last season, we had a lot of good results, and with one of us playing, I know a lot of the time it was two, but still there was one of us. For me, I think we're very fortunate here that we have such good options in defence. Obviously with myself and Alberto being the foreign ones, but now we have Indian options also there's a number of players that can play in that position, so that's positive. And I keep going back to, look, as a club, this is to win trophies, which we've done continuously. You need good options, and that's what we have. So whether that be one of us or two of us, the result is hopefully the same, which is winning games, keeping clean sheets, and doing what we need to do to get the result. All of the above. For me, as a coach coming in, he's certainly made his impact, and we play his brand of football, which is important. And for me, the best thing I can say is that we've adapted as a team and as a group really quickly to this. So, yeah, maybe leadership is one of the words that we can use. I think what the coach is saying there is that we can never take any of the opponents for granted. And this is what we never do at this club, is think we don't respect the opponent, because as we've seen there with Mohammedan, they score a goal from a set piece. So first of all, we never do this, and also obviously the set pieces for and against are really important. So yes, it's frustrating to concede that goal, but I don't think it's a concern. It's just something that raises our awareness, knowing that we need to continue to work, and that we never take anyone or any opponent for granted. Yeah, so what you're saying there is pretty much what I was saying with the squad and the strength. So yeah, of course, I think the day players aren't frustrated that they're not playing is the day they maybe need to stop playing football, because everyone has that hunger and appetite to be playing. You start the starting 11. So I think from as a club perspective and from a manager's perspective, I'm sure that's really positive to have so many options. But for players, yes, there is that frustration. But as players, you can only control what you can control, which is training, having the right attitude, and looking after those things. But as a club, I think for me, that is why we've been so successful, is the options that we have and the attitudes of the players. They get on with it. We have a good group and a good team atmosphere within the group. So yeah, for me, it's a case of controlling what you can control.
জোরহাটি গ্রামগঞ্জ থেকে আমি সায়ন, প্রেস স্পোর্টস।